Yes, right. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, class. How are we all doing today? Well, I mean, I did warn you a lot that it would be easier earlier, right? Like we want to fit in everybody, especially for Friday, because like it's supposed to be universal, and 12 o'clock is actually really interestingly universal, right? Like, cause it's quote unquote lunchtime on the East Coast. It's breakfast time on the West Coast. It's about supper time in Europe, and it's midnight in Asia, or just past midnight. Yeah. So we are. uh, yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not going to dignify that with a response. No. So today we are going to be, I guess, insulting your drinks, and we will also be talking about. I don't know. We'll finish up the railway line. Well, the first of many railway lines in. Yes, unfortunately. Well, I think it's actually fine. Um, yeah. hmm Especially if we're talking about the railway line still, especially here, this makes it really really difficult for us to like once we have more trains, if they need to go on this line, it makes it difficult. So I think it's just easier if we didn't. Yes. 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 Our administrator just reminded me that I should introduce my own drink first, since I've completely failed to do so for the past, I don't know, how many months I've not really talked about my own drink. Okay, so my own drink today, I am having a rosé. I've been interestingly enough on a I don't want to say binge, but rather like interestingly enough, I've been on a lot of rosés recently. I don't know why. I can only assume that it's because it's nice. Like, no, it's no. I think that's a very actually very interesting misconception. A rosé is not a weaker red. A rosé is so the difference between a red wine and a white wine is how long you steep the grapes with the peels, right? And so when you steep the grapes with the peels, there are extra things that come out of the peel that make the red wine bolder. All those pretentious wine terms that make it bolder, that make it oh, I should add this in wine talk. That make it bold. Yeah. So there are the especially for red grapes, the peels themselves are what give the wine the color. But at the same time as getting the color, you get all of the other stuff that comes with red wine, which is most importantly the tannins, right? So when you have like you can have that when you have just regular grapes as well. Like if you just have grapes by themselves, red grapes, if or any type of grapes really, like if you chew on just the peel itself, it has a different sort of flavor than the grape fruit underneath, and that's kind of the point, right? So if you steep the freshly not pressed yet, if you I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, like you get all of your grapes, you wash them, and then you process them before they are all pressed, before the wine is pressed into barrels. You leave the grapes with the peels, and for red wine, you leave the grapes with the peels for like I can't remember, like weeks to months, right? And for rosé, it's different. For rosé, you leave it for hours, right? And so it used to be classically, it used to be accepted that the lighter your rosé, the greater your winemaking ability. For whatever reason, that was just partially for like it was true because of technique. Like the lighter your rosé, the more ability you had, more ability it showed of you having, the ability to make wine. I think that's standard, or rather fair. And so if you didn't, or rather, like if you knew how to make wine, then your wine would, no, let me rephrase that. If you're able to make really light rosé, it showed that you had the proper craftsmanship, you could afford, the proper people to step on your grapes, etc., etc. But the darker your rosé, obviously, the less possible that is. But that has changed a lot, actually, in the past 20 years. And that's simply because of industrial processing, right? Like rosés became more and more in vogue, and so like the manufacturers will go out and look, what can I do to make my rosé lighter? And there are tons of things you can do to remove the color from the drink itself, right? And that's what they do, indeed. I can't remember the article, but if any of you are interested, I can pull up the article after this broadcast to talk about that talks about the chemical processing that goes into making a rosé light, right? So no, it's yeah, the taste profile is completely different from a white, and it's completely different from a red, and it's not just because it got steeped, only for that little bit. That's certainly part of it, because you're not getting as much of the astringency. Excuse me. The rosé went down the wrong pipe. Can you give me some water, please? Thank you. So yeah, that definitely went down the wrong pipe. So because it's non-linear, right? So it has completely different taste profile from both the red and the white. Thank you. Yeah, and so that makes it a little. It gives it a nice flair. And it used to be said that, a light rosé is a nice summer's drink, whereas, a white wine is just kind of like a fruity whatever. But recently I've gotten really into like slightly darker rosés. Like the color are a little bit different. So the one I'm having right now is actually, it's not red wine, no, and it's not like you're diluting your red wine with white wine, because that's completely. Oh my god, don't try that. That's just. I mean, okay, it could work if you have no idea what wine is supposed to taste like, but if you do, then don't. No. I say that because I've tried it. I've actually tried. You can ask our administrator. She was part of the experiment, and she made a face that I still remember to this day. But the point is that if you just like, you need to find compatible red and whites if you want to do that, right? Because obviously the taste profile is completely just like not even diverse. It's just ridiculous, right? So you want to find something that's complementary, and that's hard. Like in this day and age of consumerism, and the fact that you, like, if you just go into your liquor store, you're not going to find, like, you can't taste test 20 different bottles and then pick one, right? Like that's not a thing anymore. Well, I mean, you could if you went to a restaurant and you were like snobby enough to do so. Yes, I know you've done that before. That's why I say that, right? Anyway, the point is, a rosé is nice. The one I have right now is quite a dark cherry color. Actually, yeah. Sure. Can you take a picture? Just upload it. Yeah, cool. Yeah. She'll put it in the channel, and then yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going on way too long about that. So rosés are cool. I used to really dislike them, but I I like them more now for like I like the darker ones, not because they're fruitier, but because they are just kind of they're a nice drink. And it's hard sometimes to find a nice drink. Well, it's true, right? I don't. Okay, thank you. Shinjuku-gochoma. Yes, so we are going to continue our study of the what am I saying? The Japanese Tokyo subway system, and we're going to do so while in the midst of making fun of your drinks. Yes. Exactly. So when you're ready to be insulted, please start. And you're keeping that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Whenever you guys are ready. Well, I've said my piece. I've said my piece about the rosé, so I'm good. Actually, let me double check. Oh, so it goes back there. Okay. This. We want it to be a high-speed tunnel depth too. Excellent. There we go. I expect us to not have. Please don't give me water anymore. Just I don't know how else I can say it. Please don't give me any water. I don't want to talk about water just in general. This is what? What station is this? 29? 29, it is. Excellent. No, those all don't count. None of those things count. I do not want to hear any of that. Tochomai. Where's Tochomai? My B. Wait, what? Oh, okay. That's no, that's the wrong button. I wanted to add stops. There we go. So from Tochomai B, we go to Nishishinjuku Gochomai, and then we go back to excellent. Okay. So then these guys, they come, they go over here, and then yeah, and then people will get on and off as is necessary. The first drink is really interesting, actually, and it's really interesting because I don't like it, even though I should. It's I'm in general, I just feel like I'm not a fan of Irish whiskey. I don't know why. I don't think that's me being pretentious. I'm not a fan of. I'm just genuinely not a fan of Irish whiskey. Like it just feels. It just feels like it's too. I feel like they're trying to compete. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of those companies themselves are not. They're like. They're like trying too hard to be not Scotch. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like that's definitely my feeling. So we're here. Yeah. Because like, don't get me wrong, there are some very interesting Irish whiskeys, but like the general behavior amongst like the how do you say Irish whiskey, not enthusiasts, but Irish whiskey manufacturers is one of Nakano Sakawe. Is one of just like we're not Scotch, ha 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 ha. And And in some ways, I get it because of Ireland's history, right? Like it is very much I do believe that it is a interesting quirk of history that has led Ireland to be Ireland, right? Like obviously, like there was Cromwell, um, and then what am I trying to say? Cromwell, and then the integration, and then not the troubles, and then the Declaration of Independence, and all of that lovely stuff. But and then of course the troubles, which I mean coincidentally go on to this day, right? It's actually it's genuinely a little bit upsetting that it's still that like reasonable people cannot that Northern Ireland has been used as a political bargaining chip for so long is, I think, a disgrace to both the United Kingdom and the EU, but mostly to the United Kingdom. Yeah, like just. I mean, the fact that Theresa May had to depend on the DUP, and then the DUP brought her government down, and in the process created the current issue where there's now just like there is now I don't know. I think if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there's going to be a taxpayer subsidized a system that tries to link Northern Ireland back into Great Britain. But that's literally the DUP's fault, right? Like there's simply no way around that. And so it's just it's all this politicking that's just it's upsetting because these people like they're not doing their constituents justice by doing so, and that's genuinely upsetting. Higashi Nakano. Anyway, sorry, this has nothing to do with Irish whiskey, all right? But it has very much everything to do with Nakai. Okay, it has everything to do with. Oh, it's right here. Okay, it has very much everything to do with the political establishment and the times, right? And so, and alcohol obviously is a reflection of society because, I mean, that's literally how people work. So Higashi, wait, really? So is there a stop here? There is E31. Okay. Higashi Nagano. That must be here. But on the map. Oh, there it is. Oh, my bad. Koe Higashi Nagano Station. Oh. Yeah, okay, there we go. And that's just over here. See, there's that little thing where you drop people off at the station. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I love walking around like these terminal station sort of entrances because in Japan, the whole idea of a ekimae, which is sort of the location in front of the train station, is very important, right? Because that is where you have the most traffic, and therefore that is where generally speaking, you have the most businesses because exactly people can concentrate along the traffic. So it's particularly interesting to actually see these things happening. It's very nice. Okay, first of all, I'm not being racist against Irish people. No, that's definitely not what's going on. To even suggest that is almost insulting. Don't worry, I'll insult you in some other way. Don't I'll find a way. Don't worry. Yeah. Perhaps one day when you try to give me a drink, I'll tell you how terrible your taste in not just alcohol but in being alive is. Nakano Sakaue goes to Higashi Nakano. Do we have enough trains? That's actually a good question. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I was supposed to do a drink every 10 minutes. Let's do the next one. We don't have enough trains, it appears. We'll figure it out. It's all good. Yeah, what's the next drink? Oh, interesting. You guys have really outdone yourself today. I don't know what I feel about that. Yeah, for reference, the drink is a 1 second. Yeah, it's right there, right? Anytime Fitness, Shinjuku Kuritsu. Oh yeah, okay. Daigo Shogakko. Just 1 second while I build this. I mean, we've talked about it in the past how I don't like cocktails, so it's almost like it feels a little bit weird for me to comment on them, just simply because it's simply because it's like it's not something I enjoy, especially one like you just mentioned, right? That has like so much sugar. I it's the sugar, I think, to me personally, that makes it less appealing. Yeah, like having that much sugar in the alcohol, to me at least, defeats the purpose of the alcohol. Um, partially just because if it's that sugar filled, you're not really drinking the alcohol, right? Like, remember the whole point, especially why I like whiskeys, is that they are so filled with, well, at least the good ones are filled with character. If you drown out your alcohol in sugar, the character is lost simply by virtue of the sugar being an overwhelming sensation to the body, right? Like, even you can add salt, you can add whatever. That's not the point, right? It's the fact that by adding sugar, you are appealing to a very base human instinct, which is to gain sugar, right? Like, our bodies depend on that sugar. I should note this down. Yes. What time are we at? 22:55 on sugar and alcohol. Yeah, it's the fact that there's so much sugar that's actually kind of, in some ways, very, very upsetting. Well, not upsetting in that, it makes me want to kill myself, but like upsetting in that it's simply not interesting anymore, because it's like, think of it as a mass market movie or mass market novel. No, I don't want to say that. Yes, I'll use a video game example. That's a good point. Well, I mean, how many of you actually play video games? God, no, I can't, because you wouldn't have no idea what I'm talking about. No, I'll use a movie example. I don't know that many movies though. It's the difference between a Marvel movie and a not indie film, no, because those are pretentious as hell. It's the difference between a Marvel movie, which is sort of specifically designed to sell as many tickets as possible, to another movie that is designed to that has enough creative vision, or for whom selling as many tickets as possible is not the point, but rather simply to recoup its costs, right? Like, there are movies, and I've talked I mean, we've talked about this in the past in the channel because we have some of that expertise. But there are movies, and I'm just summarizing for the public school classmates now. But there are movies that are designed in such a way that they they put their directors and actors' creative vision first, and as long as the movie itself makes up for the cost of paying for the production, the actors, the director, like it's not meant to go out to make a ton of money. It's meant more for artistic direction, and like as long as it can make sure that it doesn't like kill itself, that nobody's in debt afterwards, then it's fine. And there are people like that who actually want to fund that, and I'm as surprised as everyone else here that that's a thing, but it is. So again, that's the point. It's the difference between a mass market movie that is out to make as much money as possible and sorry, going back to the alcohol. Yes, the cocktail is the mass market movie, and the other alcohols, like alcohols that don't depend on sugar to sell themselves, are sort of the more artistic things, right? Obviously, you're still trying to make a profit, but profit, yeah, it's not a perfect analogy, no. Yes, I'm aware of that criticism, and it's not a perfect analogy, but I will stick with it because I don't want to talk to you anymore. But the point remains that yeah, I'm not a fan of cocktails like that for that exact reason, right? So we go to Nakai left, and then it's just by the park, so it must be right here. I think it's right here, right? It's to the south of the park of I Terrace. That new platform. And look, actually, this is actually a good point right here where we can start seeing the divergence between reality and the games, right? So we can see that this station now has 6,000. Actually, we don't. We'll see where the next station is. So just it'll follow the street for the most part. Oh, why am I so pretentious? I don't know. I am quite pretentious though. I will not disagree with that. But I don't think I am the most pretentious. Let me put it that way. Okay. I think that's a fair assessment. That while I am a little bit pretentious, I am not the most pretentious person in the world. No. I will not accept that if you attempt to lay that name on me. Ochiai Minami Nagasaki. Ochiai Minami Nagasaki, and that must be E32. Let's double check. Ooh. What? Oh, okay, E33. Oh, so you are E32. Excellent. Build all blueprints. I mean, we've done this so often now that yeah, it is getting a little bit easier to just like find where it is and plop it down, right? Will I comment on the taste profile of that cocktail? No. Because again, like the moment you tell me that you put 3 spoonfuls of sugar in, what is that, like an ounce and a half, it makes it, yeah, you can pretend that there's a whole bunch of other things, but sugar is going to be what's overwhelming, right? Like especially since you also add lemonade, and then that's just like it's a combination of 2 things that I detest, right? the lemonade and then the sugar. So like the sourness, the quote unquote tanginess of the lemonade plus the sugar together, I'm not a fan. No. Kin ego. I guess. Yeah, you won. I'm happy for you. The comment was, even though I said I was not going to comment on the taste profile, I still commented on the taste profile. And yeah, okay, whatever. It's fine. Are you not going to show me the station? Oh, you're not going to show me the station anymore. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, is this now on the ground level? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it to be this close to center of Tokyo for it to be on the ground level. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we're on that street. Yeah, so right here. No. Thanks, but no thanks, okay? Oh, wait. Oh. What? Excuse me? Why is my keyboard layout changed? Oh, right, because... Okay, no, we're good. It's all good. So we want to just go down here, and then we'll go down to about here. We'll go down to about here. And then we'll... Oh, no. Go down to about here. And then we'll do this. Wait, what? Why are you not building double? Oh, yeah, because I pressed the wrong button. Okay. So we're building double now. Yes, okay. Good. Go down to this. This. Like, about here, I think. Down like this, and then over here. Okay. So, and then... Yeah, don't worry, I'm getting to it. Shin Ekotai. Egota. That's actually a really cute name. For reasons I'm not going to get into. Well, it is but like reasons I'm not gonna get into. I don't feel like sounding even more like a nerd than I already do. Minami Nagasaki. There and back here. Excellent. Right, you're on the left, you're on the left. Excellent. Okay. We do I think we do need more trains, because it is looking a little bit, yeah. See? Okay, so we'll... Where is it? Oido line. Let's clone this train. Let's clone another 10 of them. And they're going to come out of Yoyogi, right? Just double check. They should be coming out of Yoyogi. I think once this guy leaves, yeah, see the new one's coming out of Yoyogi. And that's a lot of people that are getting on that train. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, right, because, yeah, it has to wait for this part. Because this train is going onto the right side of the tracks. It's a lot of people that left the train. Wow. But that's good. Look. That's amazing. Everyone is just getting on the trains. Excellent. And this is only 7 in the morning. This is good. So when this leaves, there should be another one that comes in. Yes, right here. And it doesn't need to wait 3 minutes. It'll sort itself out over time, yes. In Edoko. Ekota. That's right. Sorry, yes. Next drink. Yeah? Cool. beer. I I'm not a fan of craft beer. I just don't. And call me a heathen if you want. I don't particularly care. But like, it's just Nelima. It's just unappealing in a lot of ways. I assume it's right here. Let's check. Just past that. Wait a second. We go over on this side. We go in here. And oh no, it's here. It's going to use this road. I see it. Right? Yeah, it's going to use this road, which is this road. So it has to be along the street. Along the street by underneath the park, right? So Ichome. So right here. Okay. Just like craft beer is pretentiousness for pretentiousness sake. At least that's my opinion of it. Partially just because it's sure you could absolutely claim that I can't taste the difference, and I would not fault you at all for claiming so, because I can't. Right? Like, but that's kind of the point, right? Like the oh, actually, I wanted to talk about this. We see how this station has 5,000 people, whereas this station only has 3,000, even though population density down here, or density in general down here, should actually be higher, right? That's why the stations are so much closer together. Anyway, yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not saying that it's impossible to taste the difference. What is that? Add Skittles? I think it might be Skittles. Whatever. Not important. The point I'm laboriously trying to get to is that I simply don't enjoy craft beer. And how does not being able to enjoy craft beer make me more of a hipster than hipsters who do enjoy craft beer? Can you explain that one? No, obviously it doesn't. I think you have completely the wrong idea of what pretentiousness is. See, if I were saying it because craft beer is not popular and therefore I don't like it because I don't like popular things, sure, absolutely, call me a hipster. I just don't like it. Like remember when no, because this is hold on. This is exactly the conversation we had when we were in. Oh, was it Seattle? I think it was Seattle, right? When we were it was Seattle when we were doing that particular project, and we had this conversation. Why is it not? Oh, because the train is going the other way, and so that's why these people are waiting, because the train. I've been doing this too quickly. We should speed up the trains a little. Oops. My bad. The point remains that like remember we had that conversation about craft beers and how, oh my god, these children outside. And the entire conversation revolved around what makes a hipster, right? Like that was part of that conversation, and part of that conversation was simply that a hipster doesn't necessarily care about what they are fighting against. It's that, yeah, exactly, and so that's my point here still, right? I don't think I'm hipsterish because I'm basing this off a very, very clear-cut opinion, right? Oh, whatever, bro. All right, if you insist. Regardless, no craft beer for me. Thank you very much. Toshimayan. Oh, Toshimayan. It's right there. Is that right there, or right on this? Oh, interesting. Right. Because we looked at this before, and this was the stop of another. Okay, Toshimayan. That's right before the bend, so it must be right here. The park, the small park over there. That is the end of the railway station. I'm fairly certain. Yes. Excellent. And we'll have to make it up, I assume. Oh no, yeah, no, this is that. Okay. So we'll just do this. Well, partially I'm not answering to you just because I'm assuming you're going to tell me that you're drinking water, and I, right. That's exactly my point. I just automatically assume it's going to be water, and I'm a little bit sad that your name got chosen. It's not water. Are you sure? If it's a non-alcoholic beverage, it must be a complex beverage. Are you absolutely sure? I don't know if I can trust your opinion on this one. All right, lay it on me. Oh, that's actually interesting. I like that. I do. Yeah, let's talk about that. Because so the drink is this autumny kind of drink. It's how did you describe it? Yes, apple cider, but without the alcohol. And do you have the cinnamon in there? Nice. Yeah. What else do you have? Yeah. That's good. That sounds interesting enough to try. Yes. Yeah, cause okay, here let me give you my opinion, because obviously that's the whole point of this, right? Um, I think you could do without the sugar first of all. Instead of sugar, actually cut up apples. Like you take the apples, bake them first. Like obviously cut it. Like you don't need to take the skin off, but like, well, you could if you wanted to. The skin, just like grape skin, will give you a little bit of tannins. It'll give you a little bit of structure, of complexity in the drink. But obviously, like cut it open, take off the seeds, take off the seed jacket. No, the seed jacket. I don't know. Excuse me. The stuff that surrounds the seeds, right? Like, take that off because that could potentially be bitter, and then bake it. I mean, you can fry it, but baking is simply easier, right? Like you essentially what you do is you want to activate and caramelize some of the top portions of the apple, and once you do that, you naturally gain its sweetness. Actually, let me write this. Let me put this down. 44 minutes. Muses. What is it? Apple cider recipe. There we go. And then yeah, as you say, you actually do use the apple. You use apple juice. You don't use water for when you make the cider. You heat up the apple juice. don't boil it for too long because you don't want to concentrate it, and you don't want like the heat to really like, because there are some I don't know if what apple juice contains, but I feel, because I've tried this before, I've tried boiling it at a rolling boil for a while, and I think it takes away from the taste at the end. So you want to heat it, but you don't want it to boil. So like 60 to 80 degrees. And then, you grate some cinnamon into it, you stick a stick of cinnamon in it at the end, and you just kind of let it. And once your apple is done, of course, you put that all in together in the pot, in the pan, pot, and you just let it go at 60 degrees for like 5 minutes, and then grate some cinnamon. Let's see, what else would I put on there? Chocolate powder. Actually, you could. You might want a little bit of vanilla powder. That's the one. That's the other one that might be interesting. But not too much, of course. So this is it right here. Right, like that's so obviously it. Right here. Yeah, actually, I really like that. I might make that later on today. Yeah, because it actually it sounds like it could potentially be very interesting. Like with the big apple, and because normally when I do it, I just cut some apples, I would throw it in the pan, or I take I make caramelized apples, and then just it goes from there, right? This could be interesting. So going up here, and when it okay. I guess I am kind of lucky that these streets are so straight. Yes. Here, here, and once we come to here, we want to do that, right? Let's take a look. Excellent. That is actually very close to it. And did I copy the name? Do you guys remember? I suppose we'll figure it out. 7. Yes, I did. I guess I got distracted by the apple cider, but yes. But yeah, no, I think that's actually quite an interesting trick. So good for you. Instead of talking about water for once in your life. Yes, you're welcome. Are we going to finish this today? Probably. Actually, I think we only have 2 stations left. Toshimai. Oh no, we only have 1 station left. Hikarigaoka. Hikarigaoka station. That's in the middle of the farmlands. So literally right here. Beginning of this, which is over here. Interesting. Is this a surface level? No, it's still on the ground. Okay. So it starts here and it goes. Oh no, it doesn't even start there. It starts here. So we'll do this. 200 meters worth of this. Excellent. Did I take the name? I don't think I did. Hikarigaoka. This is what, E38, right? Yes. Oh, what? You don't have to say that. And let's see, this line goes, and it just goes underneath people, does it? No, it still goes along the street until it gets here, and then it goes along this street. No. It's here. and then just kind of goes along underneath people's houses. Okay, so we'll bring that to about there. About there, just about there. And then it starts about there. Okay, so we'll bring that to about here. And let's connect these two. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. That's fine. No. I guess I could be very boring. Yes. I am an extremely boring person. I hope that makes you happy. But that is life, right? That we can't all be exciting all the time, so we're good. So yeah, we I'll do another drink, but let me just summarize the line because we have just finished a single line, and I am actually quite proud of it. Like we did a lot of work on this line, and it's looking fairly accurate, unlike our attempts on in Hong Kong, right? Like this was just kind of I don't know what to call this, honestly. I mean, it was fairly accurate. Not I don't want to say that it wasn't. It's just like I got lazy over here, and definitely we got lazy over here, and we made these into viaducts instead of tunnels. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. It's all good. We could, yeah. Let's look at these lines accounting wise. 2-1 line. Excellent. This is doing well. Excellent. Airport Express. Excellent. Disney. Look at that. Disney line is making money. East Rail. There's been one refund. Ah, that's fine. Right, that's what? That's point 0.001%. So yeah, what am I gonna say now? That's fine. The high-speed rail is doing fine. And I actually think this high-speed rail is completely unrealistic, right? Because people who want to go down to Central, even if they're here, they wouldn't take this down anymore. They would just go up here and take that. And so in some ways that actually that solves a lot of our transit problems. Yes, exactly. Yeah. It really does solve a lot of our transit problems. The island line, the one we completely messed up. It's fine. And then this is the line that we added ourselves because it was just getting ridiculous for them to yeah, because when they came down here, they had to switch to the green line, come down here, and then switch to the red line, come up here, switch to the brown line at Mayfu, and that was just unreasonable. So by having this, we really have cut down on the amount of waiting that's going on here. If we cut down on the waiting here, yeah, it's fine there too. Let's see, I don't know why these guys aren't happy. Who knows, man? Assembly of God, yes. The light rail lines up here are looking fairly good. Yeah, they're having fun. Good. The South Island line. This goes to Ocean Park, yes. Oh, the Ocean Park line is making. Oh, it's making more. No, my bad. I thought it was making less than the Disney line, but no, it's going just fine. The Eastern to Kwano line is doing just fine. Yeah, after we changed up this pathing, it made it a lot better. Actually, now that you say that, I think we can. You have to. Actually, yeah. Let's go do that afterwards. Let me just double check this line. Yeah, that's a lot of people that are taking these trains. It's cool though. Like I like because when I was in Hong Kong, this line only came down to here, but the fact that they made the entire thing go all the way up, that's very cool. And then this line, yeah, whatever. Cool. Okay, Oedo. Let's see. If we do that, right? The question was, can I make it go this way? And then back. Because the thing is, there's going to be overlap here. And so there's going to be a lot of traffic jam in this area. Right? Unless we do something like... No, there's no way to sort of... Yeah, exactly. You can see that the trains essentially all cross these points at the same time. I wonder. Oh, there have been compensations on this line. Why are people being compensated? Do we just not have enough trains? I don't know. Well, I mean, it's still filling up, so I suppose we don't have enough. Let's look at how full the trains are. And this is just after rush hour, so trains are pretty full actually. Well, I mean, not this one, but they're at least half full at 8 o'clock. We could probably add some trains. Let's add another 5 into the mix. We'll fast forward to tomorrow's rush hour. Let them sort it out. Right, drink. Yes. One more, please. Yeah, just choose a random one. Yeah, okay. Okay, who is it? Oh, really? Okay. He's gonna. You just know he's gonna tell me water, and then I'm just gonna have nothing to say, and then we're going to just like cut to the end of the stream. That's literally what's going to happen. Hit me. See? See? Can we? Why do you still donate to these things? Can you not? Can you just not? I mean, if you have to, sure, absolutely. If you have to, I will not deny you your right to do this. It's just like, okay, I suppose in some level it doesn't actually matter because like the value incentive there is like the value is really high, right? Like you gain quite a lot by doing this, so I suppose that's fair. All right, what I wanted to do was this. Yes, so let's try it. We're going to try just literally deleting the entire line and trying again from the start without Yoyogi. And this time we might actually even build a train depot. But I don't think so because we have too many trains. All right. I want to do. We start with D. We delete Shinjuku. So we start with D, and then we go in one direction. Oh, there's an interesting idea about going in the other direction. We could have a second line that just does the... But that's against the spirit of this exercise, right? The spirit of the exercise is to recreate the way the line is made. Because, okay, so let me explain what I mean. Right now, all of this is using the left side of the track. Right, like it's always been on the left side of the track, because that's we've only chosen to use the left side of the track. Up until now, everything is on the left side. Oops. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, we're fine. Everything is on the left side of the track because we continue to only do left side of the track stations. So by doing this, we are still sort of within the spirit of everything. And my point was that, and see, even here, we're still on the left side of the track. And so as we come up here, we are now on, well, like here we're using both sides of the track, right? So we are doing this. And it leads right back here. So the idea is that this is all only going in left. Wait. Oh, I did that wrong, didn't I? No. Oh no, I did that completely wrong. Okay, let's redo this. Yes, I did that completely wrong. Give me 1 second. We have to redo this because I kept talking about the left side, and then I completely didn't do the left side. So the left side of the track, as we're going southwards, is this outer side, right? So that's why when we get down to yes. So here is where we differ, right? So as we come out, the left side of the track is actually on this end. So we have to go to Shinjuku Nishiguchi, as opposed to Shinjuku. So we have to actually go down this way. So that's why just now, as I was going down this way, I was like, that doesn't feel right. Every time I click it, I was like, that doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right. I had no idea why not. But it's all good. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean, if you want to clip this and you want to share it, if you want to create a YouTube account and share it, by all means. I just know you won't. Right? Like, don't. No. If you get your secretary to do it, that's not the same. No. I'm not having that. Like, if you get your secretary to do it, that's not the same. No. I refuse. I refuse. Anyway, so the point I was laboriously trying to get to is that we have one row. It's against the spirit, but I think what I will do is we'll just start another line that is the within the circle, but just goes in the other direction. Because this way, then we won't have sort of dead spots in the middle of the like when we had with Yoyogi, people had to get off just to go further south again, right? Like, I mean, sure, it didn't strictly matter, but it's like it's not good form, right? So we're gonna have this. We're gonna have Tokyo Oedo line. Let's call this what is left hand direction? So we'll call this. And then we're going to add another one. We're going to use the same. Oh, right. We're going to use the same color. Copy. Paste. Tokyo Oedo. Right side. Excellent. And ticket price remains 7. And now we just add some stations. Ooh. Oh, okay. I think we start here. Go down here. Yes, excellent. Okay. So we just do this. We go in the opposite direction. With a slightly lighter color to differentiate them. Yes. Strictly speaking, probably, but this way the casual observer simply won't know the difference. right? And that's kind of nice. B, D, B. And then it simply, actually, I'm going to change the line color just one moment just to make sure I understand what's going on. It's going left, and it's going to Shinjuku. And then it's just going to go along. See, what confuses me is actually we're driving on the left, but the line that signifies in which direction it is going, it's still on the right, and that's just apple cider recipe. Yes, that's right. Hi, Daria. If you go back to wherever it was, 44 minutes. It's not a very complicated recipe. What was I saying? Yeah, no, that's fine. Fine. It's all fine. We're all good. We now need to add some trains to it. Oh, what was the train that we were using? Oh. Minisem VRMC. Okay. Purchase new train. To do an existing line. The right side. Yes? Oh my god. The right side, yes. Yeah. Tokyo Oedo line. Right side line, yes. And we're gonna need probably 20 trains, I think. And they're all going to be... That sounds about right. So let's see this in action now. So I don't remember. No, we started on Shinjuku, that's right. Where is that train? Wait, what? Oh, because I didn't open it. Yeah, it starts on Shinjuku and it's on the right side. Excellent. It'll take about a day for it to sort itself out for obvious reasons, right? I just hope the trains all make it back, actually. Let's fast forward a few hours. How long has it? Yeah, oh, we got. I'll stay for 3 minutes. That looks good-ish. Are you going to continue down the left side? Yes. Okay. Good. Good. Trains. 2135100. I believe that's this one. Yes. Okay. Good. So we fast forwarded 3 hours, and it looks like it's fine. Looks like things are fine. Let's see. This is going in this direction. That's going in that direction. Up, over. Oh, that is pretty heavy population, actually. Yeah. And it appears all of them want to go in that direction. Okay, maybe not all of them. That's good though. This should make it more efficient, yes. And we should actually get less. We should actually get less refunds because of that. So we'll see how it goes. Well, that's the thing with circular lines, right? Like if this were, like if this didn't have this offshoot, we could just use a single line to do this. Oh, actually, no. We would still have to do this. Yeah. No, I feel like this is easier. We use one line to represent this and the outside, the left-hand side, and then we use the other line to represent the right-hand side. Yeah, I like it. Do we feel there's too much trains on this side? I don't think so. I don't see any trains that are sort of... Actually, let's do this. I am going to change the... I am going to change this color. Just a little bit. Just to differentiate the two, yes. Maybe down here. Okay. Like this. They look fine, right? Like the lighter purple. There's no real weighting going on, I don't think. No. Actually, that's a good point. I think one of the ways they can improve this is to, instead of use the locomotive head, like, because obviously what's happening right now is this thing is pointed at wherever the head locomotive of the train is pointed at, and so that's why if you have wiggly lines, it wiggles all over the place. But instead, if you just use the average direction of every train car, then it won't have that issue where it turns really quickly, because in that case, as the entire train goes around this bend, it'll just be like a very smooth right turn, right, as opposed to a really quick one. No, I think we're fine. Yeah. In fact, we're actually getting a few more trains in the northwest, which we were actually lacking before. So this is good. Yes, and I do have to very much run now. So let's say I did give an opinion, yes, and my opinion is my opinion. So drink rosé. That's the opinion. No, I don't. I don't care what you drink. Honestly, drink whatever the crap you want. It's just it's alcohol. Who cares? Okay, but that's it. Thank you very much for watching. We had fun. It was Friday. Yeah, tomorrow I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Something. We'll do something tomorrow. That's it. Yes. Okay. Yes. Bye now. Happy weekend. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. Oh, download Firefox. Don't use Google Chrome. Don't support Google. Google is a terrible company. Just don't. All right. Cool. Good. Bye.